Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Carlos, and I am your commentator today. On today's menu is the Averett men's soccer team, who hosts Methodist University. In Danville today, it's cloudy and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For the viewers from the rest of the world, that would be 25 degrees Celsius. Averett go into this game with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss from 5 games, whilst Methodist go into this game with 3 losses, 1 draw, and 1 win. We are in for an exciting game today with beautiful weather, beautiful for the beautiful game, and 2 teams who usually play an intense game. The starting lineup for Methodist today is number 3, Josh Mott. Number 5, Stephen Floyd. Number 6, Ryan Riviera. Number 11, Casey Atwell. Number 12, Carson Stretz. Number 14, Matthew Manzano. Number 18, Trey Gore. Number 19, Garrett Panos. Number 20, Cameron Lambert. Number 27, Caleb Thomas. And number 30, Miller Davis. And for your Averett Cougars, in goal is number 0, Tyler Yates. And then you have Mario Gutierrez, number 2. Number 8 is Joshua Garcia. Number 9 is Aiden Barber. Number 10 is Diego Gifuni. Number 18 is John Thomas Buckley. Number 19, Will Davis. Number 23, Daniel Sierra. Number 25, Moises Garcia. Number 30, Jaime Vasquez Sanjurjo. And number 31, Oliver Kusolt. We're now 1.5 minutes away from kickoff. And the Averett have their second home game in a row now. These 2 teams go into this game and with kind of different mindsets as yesterday, Methodist lost 3-1 at home to LaGrange, whilst last game, Averett beat Greensboro College 2-1. Your Averett Cougars are on a good run and are feeling good, whilst Methodists are trying to pick up their form. We'll be right back with the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back, folks. Just a little update on this game. Instead of number 20 for Methodist, Cameron Lambert, it will be number 15, J.C. Gleason, who is in the starting lineup. To add a little more spice and context to this game, this is a game with a lot of tradition and heritage. From the year 1977 until 2022, these two teams played against each other every year. Only last year was the first time they didn't play against each other since 1977. This is a long-standing rivalry, and you guys are going to want to see this. As the teams are getting ready to enter the center circle and line up, we have some interesting facts for you guys. Methodist's record last season was 10 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws. 5 wins at home and 5 wins away. What's interesting about this is that on this day 1 year ago, Methodist started a run of 9 wins in 10 games, keeping a clean sheet in 6 of them, showing that this is a team that might start slow based off their record of 3 losses, 1 win, and 1 draw, but it's a team that know how to pile on the pressure once the pressure piles on them. Furthermore, this is a team that played only yesterday and are playing again today and did the same last weekend. So they have had some problems with their scheduling, and this might be a tired team that the Averett University Cougars can exploit. Whilst the stadium announcer is announcing the lineups, we can announce for you who are the dangerous Methodist players. Number 5, Stephen Floyd, and number 11, Casey Atwell, both registered 5 goals last season, tying as the Methodist top scorers, with Floyd registering 3 of them as match winners. Floyd already has 2 goals this season, and Atwell already has 1. Welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready for kickoff. Seven Nations Armies playing in the background at the stadium. And soon we're going to know who is going to add a win to their playoff push. The last time Averett played against this team at home, Averett won 3-1. Let's hope for more of the same today. The pre-game huddle is complete, and now the players will take their positions on the field. Basing off previous games, Averett are going to play a 4-3-3 with a high line, a compact midfield, and a high pressing forward line. Number 9, Aiden Barber is the man to kick off this game. And we're alive. Tyler Yates is on the ball, sending his teammates forward with a long pass. Methodist win the first and second ball. Moises Garcia wins the throw-in, throws it in the feet of JT. JT wins a free kick. Now this is a chance for Averett to push the team up and get an early goal. It seems like Oliver Kusolt, straight out of Sorø, Denmark, is going to take the free kick. Jaime Vasquez and Mario Gutierrez are staying behind in case of the counterattack. And Diego Gifuni is right outside the box, the 18-yard box, to get a second ball. And he hits it in, straight into number 15. And it's a throw-in. Moises Garcia is the one to take it. He finds the feet of Joshua Garcia. Back to Moises. Moises down to Jaime Vasquez. Vasquez finds Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds Kusolt on the other side of the field. He steps on it, find Aiden Barber. Aiden Barber with a failed back pass. Now counterattack for the Methodist. Number 3 is in the box. Finish. Great save by Tyler Yates. Joshua Garcia wins it back, passes it to Oliver Kusolt. Joshua Garcia has it back with a flick back to Oliver Kusolt. A pass to Will Davis. Methodist wins it back. And Methodist recycle the ball with now number 30, Miller Davis. It's a messy start so far. No one's really able to establish themselves as the dominant force so far. JT has the ball after a great tackle from Daniel Sierra. JT continues. He wins a free kick. Oliver Kusolt steps over the ball. looking for his options. He finds Mario Gutierrez, who opens up and plays Jaime in front of him, who can bring the ball. He finds Daniel Sierra in his feet. Back to Jaime. Jaime with an attempt up to JT. Mario Gutierrez heads it down to Tyler Yates. A left-footed pass to Jaime Vasquez. He has space in front of him. The point of attack to switch over on the other side to Oliver Kusolt. Into the middle to Diego Gifuni, who tries to play a pass across, and it's intercepted and it's finished, but it's way over. 41.5 minutes left of this half, and Averett have time. However, they're struggling to keep and maintain possession. There's a lot of misplaces passed so far. A short pass to Jaime Vasquez from Tyler Yates. He brings it forward. A long pass up to JT, finds in his feet. Attempted pass to Aiden Barber, but Methodist wins it back. Methodists are advancing up the field. Now Averett have won it back, trying to maintain possession, trying to recycle. Mario Gutierrez on the ball. He has no pressure on him. Back to Jaime Vasquez. He brings it forward. Finds Moises Garcia on his feet. Back to Jaime Vasquez on the right side of their own third. Back down to Tyler Yates, who has no pressure on him. Back to Jaime Vasquez, who attempts a long pass onto the other side, over to Oliver Kusolt. Number 20 heads it back to his goalkeeper. Trey Gore is the goalkeeper for Methodist today. He decides to send his team up, trying to do a longer pass. He places it down, no pressure on him. The long pass, straight into the head of Mario Gutierrez, to the feet of Daniel Sierra, down to Diego Gifuni. Over to Moises Garcia on the right side, he's advancing. Great tackle by number 12, Carson Stretz. Now Moises Garcia has it back. Over to Daniel Sierra. Sierra switches the play to Joshua Garcia. With a pass out wide towards Will Davis. Will Davis advances. He's in the 18-yard box. Down to Oliver Kusolt. Over to Mario Gutierrez. All the way out wide to Joshua Garcia. Cuts inside. A tackle by number 20, Cameron Lambert. Methodist continue and switch the point of attack to the other side of the field. Number 3 now over the top to the left winger of Methodist. Moises Garcia tracks it down and passes back to Tyler Yates. Tyler is pressured into doing a misplaced pass. Now Methodist have a throw-in on the attacking third. Throw into the feet of number 5, Stephen Floyd. Now advancing play onto the right-hand side. Now number 6, Ryan Rivera. Down to number 30, Miller Davis. Methodist easily play out of the back through the Averett press. Diego Gufuni wins the ball. Lays it over to Oliver Kusolt. Oliver Kusolt turns away a defender. Keeps the ball over to Tyler Yates, who switches to Jaime Vasquez, who just about gets it to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia feints one way, goes the other, and now back to Jaime Vasquez. Aiden Barber, with a man on his back, tries to turn, but he wins the throw-in. A long throw into the midfield, into Diego Gifuni, who heads it down to Daniel Sierra. Back to Diego Gifuni, but Methodist win it back. Number 14, Matthew Manzano, turns Diego Gifuni. Back to Miller Davis. Great play by Methodist, who are now advancing on the right-hand side. Across, that's easy for Tyler Yates. Into the feet, Oliver Crusold, who plays a 1-2 with Diego Gifuni, who switches the point of attack to Moises Garcia. Despite the sloppy pass, Oliver gets the ball and passes back to Mario Gutierrez, who finds Diego, who then finds Moises. Moises with a attempted through ball to Will Davis. However, that's intercepted. Methodist switch side of play in their own third with attempted long pass over to the left-hand side, which is intercepted by Moises Garcia. Now a throw in for Methodist. Matthew Manzano on the midfield against Daniel Sierra, who turns him away and passes down to his left back, down to the left center back. Now Miller Davis on the ball. First time touch to number 11, number 19. Now a duel on the attacking right-hand side of Methodist. That was almost, folks. A short pass by Mario Gutierrez, an attempted short pass to Tyler Yates, which is intercepted. He gets past Tyler Yates, but the touch is a little too long, and now it's a goal kick to the Averett Cougars. Jaime Vasquez on the ball as he advances. Finds JT on his feet, who attempts to find Moises, but now Methodist intercept. Methodist can now counterattack on the left-hand side. JT wins the ball and passes it backwards. From Jaime to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates with a long pass. However, that only finds number 19, Garrett Panos. Garrett Panos on the ball, down to the goalkeeper, Trey Gore, with a long pass again. And he finds Stephen Floyd, who passes it out wide. And now number 20 on the ball. He skips past Oliver, but Diego wins the ball, who also wins a free kick. A short one to Oliver Crusold from Mario Gutierrez. And now the other fullback, Moises Garcia, on the ball. Joshua Garcia turns. Doesn't find a man ahead of him, so he passes back to Oliver Crusold. Joshua back to Mario Gutierrez. Over to Jaime Vasquez. To the inside, to Diego Gifuni. Gifuni down to Mario Gutierrez, up to Tyler Yates. And then a long pass, who again finds number 19, Garrett Panos. High press from JT onto the left back. And now a throw in for number 15, JC Gleason. Methodists have done a good job so far of playing out of the press, or attempted press, from the Averett Cougars, whilst Averett have struggled a little to get past the midfield line of the Methodist. An attempted long pass onto number 20, Cameron Lambert, was successful, but he took a little long touch, and now it's out of play, and a goal kick for number 0, Tyler Yates. Moises Garcia opens up. He's trying to find someone to play to. He finds the inside. Diego Gifuni. Oliver Kuselt moves in from his left back position into the midfield and then passes it out wide to Will Davis. Will Davis back into Oliver Kuselt, who finds Moises Garcia. The two fullbacks have gone inverted to create an overload on the midfield. Methodist won the ball back, but now it's back with Mario Gutierrez, who passes it to Joshua Garcia. Joshua Garcia to Will Davis. Will Davis tries a through ball over the top to Aiden Barber, but there was a lack of chemistry there. Methodist did win the ball back, but now Averett Cougars have won it back again. That's something they have been working on so far this season, on that relentlessness to try to win the ball back, and it's paying off so far this game. Moises Garcia down to Oliver Kuselt. Oliver Kuselt into the midfield. Diego Gifuni. Jaime Vasquez advances. Steps on the ball and tries to switch play to Mario Gutierrez, whose first touch goes straight to Moises Garcia, who opens up, attacks the space in front of him, into Aiden Barber. Aiden Barber turns. Great turn. He loses the ball, and he tackles number 14. It's a late tackle on Matthew Manzano. The referee stops play to give a yellow card to number 9, Aiden Barber. The Cougars have struggled so far to establish themselves as a dominant force in this game. Methodists haven't been dominant themselves, but they have been more successful with their passes and their attempts to advance into the defensive third of the Cougars. Matthew Manzano leaves the free kick for number 19, Garrett Panos, who plays it short, who gets it back. Danny Sierra tries to initiate some press, and he has Joshua Garcia with him, JT as well. JT wins a throw-in the middle third. Moises Garcia will take it. He throws it down to the feet of Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez switches play to Oliver Kuselt, who finds himself again in the central part of the field. Diego Gifuni attempts a long pass in between the center backs, but that's easy for the goalkeeper, Trey Gore. Trey Gore with a short throw to his left center back, who advances, and he gets it back from his left back. Now Miller Davis on the ball. He advances. A pass out to number 3, who flicks it through to the right-hand side to his right back, number 6, Ryan Rivera, but it failed. Oliver Kuselt now with the throw-in to Diego Gifuni. Oliver Kuselt sends him the other way with a 1-2 with Will Davis. Ryan Rivera wins the ball back down to Miller Davis. Will Davis finds himself alone in between two. Down to Daniel Sierra. Over to Moises Garcia, who takes it back to the left-hand side where Diego Gifuni is by himself. Pass it to Moises Garcia. Back to Diego Gifuni. Over to Oliver Kuselt, who is advanced with a more advanced position. With a through ball to Aiden Barber, who finds himself in the box with a flick. Great attempt on a flick to Joshua Garcia. It was good play from the Averett Cougars. Just the execution was a little off. Mario Gutierrez clears the danger. And now a throw-in the middle third for number 6, Ryan Riviera. Joshua Garcia down to Diego Gifuni. Oliver Kuselt switches point of play to Jaime Vasquez. He advances. Oliver Kuselt has a lot of space in front of him. He's trying to find Will Davis in feet. He finds him. Will Davis turns the player. Well done. But he loses the ball. Now number 12 on the ball. Out to his left back and an attempted clearance. Jaime Vasquez finds himself alone. He leaves it to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates passes it to Jaime Vasquez. into Moises Garcia, in between two players. He advances, brings the ball with him, into Will Davis. Dani Sierra finds himself on the right-hand side. Free kick for the Averett Cougars. Joshua Garcia and Oliver Kusel play a 1-2. Oliver Kusel is trying to signalize the attempt for a long pass, but he decides not to. And he finds Diego Gafuni in the middle. Up to Dani Sierra, who's advanced from his usually lower position. Down to Jaime Vasquez. Vasquez over to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a forward touch over to Oliver Kusel. But the pass is intercepted. Number 20. He attempts the 1-2, but the Averett Cougars were lucky there that that Methodists were not able to capitalize on that counterattack opportunity. Mario finds Aiden Barber on the left-hand side, who passes back to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez is signalizing that he cannot find anyone, so he passes over to Jaime Vasquez, and it goes in between two people. So it goes to Moises Garcia, who finds Jaime Vasquez back, and now back again over to Mario Gutierrez on this left-hand side. It seems that this left-hand side is the point of attack today for the Averett Cougars, with a lot of play going down there, with Will Davis being the left winger and Oliver Kusel being the left back. Oliver Kusel has found himself a lot more advanced than he has the last couple of games. John Thomas Buckley on the ball on the right-hand side. He gets fouled. A dangerous free kick on the right-hand side for Averett Cougars. This is the same position that Oliver Kusel got an assist for Daniel Sierra last home game in the 2-1 win over Greensboro College. Now it's a set-piece situation instead of open play. So the situation is a little different, but it's still just as dangerous. The set piece really underlines how the Cougars are missing Anton Lindberg, who is a dangerous man on the set pieces from an offensive point of view. It's cleared, but Moises Garcia wins it back over to Oliver Kusel, who gets his cross blocked. And then now Methodists are on the attack on the left-hand side. Oliver Kusel is against the left winger. It's number 3, Josh Mott, who's trying to find a teammate, but he doesn't. Number 9, Aiden Barber, tries to calm the play down and pass it down to Jaime Vasquez, who finds himself on the left center back position now, switching with Mario Gutierrez. Moises Garcia now finds himself on the inside, going in from his usual right back position, switching with Oliver Kusel, who's now on the right back. Plays a 1-2 with Diego Gafuni. Plays it down to Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez back to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia up to Aiden Barber. Aiden Barber with a pass right into the chest of Moises Garcia, who goes one way and then the other. Tries to find Dani Sierra, but the pass is intercepted, and now it's a counter-attacking opportunity. Number 5 versus... That was number 5, Stephen Floyd, who forced a poor clearance from Jaime Vasquez Sanjurjo onto the hands of Tyler Yates, who then needed to create a corner. It seems like number 11, Casey Atwell, will take it for Methodist. Methodist and Averett are taking their positions in the box. Mario Gutierrez trying to signalize that there's someone in front of Tyler Yates. Diego Gafuni is the one to mark number 12. Carson Streets. One hand up. He crossed it in all the way far back into the second post. Right into the feet of Daniel Sierra. Daniel Sierra clears it. And it's a throw-in for Methodist. Number 20, Cameron Lambert, has the ball in his hands. Never mind, it was someone else who took it. And now it's to number 6, Rivera, who passed it to Lambert. Lambert tries to flick it through, but the pass is intercepted by Oliver Kusel, and now out for a throw-in. Floyd over to Atwell. Atwell turns Joshua Garcia. Back to Floyd. Floyd with Gutierrez on his back. Gutierrez wins the ball. Pass it to Sierra. Sierra over to Diego. Diego over to Garcia. Garcia over to Vasquez. Vasquez advances. Passes it back to Mari Gutierrez. Mari Gutierrez clears it on an attempt to Will Davis. Will Davis was sadly not there. It's intercepted, and it's a through ball to Cameron Lambert. Great sweeper keeper from Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates quickly finds Oliver Kusolt on his feet. Aiden Barber now. Diego switches point of attack to Jaime Vasquez. Vasquez advances with a lot of space in front of him. He continues. Passes it back to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez with the positive touch in front of him. Over to Oliver Kusolt. Kusolt to Aiden Barber. Back to Oliver Kusolt. Who pretends going on the inside but goes on the outside, but then a communication problem with Joshua Garcia means that the ball goes out for a throw-in for Methodist. Diego Gufuni now on the ball. Methodist failed to capitalize on the throw-in. Mari Gutierrez now. Oliver Kusolt played a 1-2 with Joshua Garcia, who finds Diego Gufuni on the inside, who then plays another 1-2. Beautiful play. JT into Aiden Barber. Aiden Barber plays it in the feet of Daniel Sierra. Daniel Sierra down to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia finds JT on the inside. JT fouls. Now a free kick for Methodist. Matthew Manzano was the man that was fouled. Manzano finds the ball, switches over to Miller Davis. Miller Davis to Rivera. Rivera up to Cameron Lambert. Now over on the Methodist left-hand side. Now with the left center back, who finds a midfielder on the inside, who turns Joshua Garcia away, and then finds number 3, Josh Mott. Josh Mott tries to play it over the top, past Oliver Kusolt, but Cameron Lambert is not able to capitalize. An intense duel, which Cameron Lambert comes out with the ball. He tries to turn Oliver Kusolt, and Oliver Kusolt fouls Cameron Lambert. Now a very dangerous set-piece situation for Methodist. Tyler Yates straight away trying to find the best way to place his wall. Mari Gutierrez with the ball in his hands so that the Averett Cougars have time to reset. Will Davis, Oliver Kusolt, Mari Gutierrez, and Daniel Sierra are the ones to make up the wall. The referee is counting the steps and telling the wall where to be. And now Tyler Yates is telling his wall where to stand. He's satisfied. Matthew Manzano is over the ball. Atwell shoots straight into the wall. Manzano tries to do the rebound, but straight over the goal. This is now a chance for the Cougars to reset, try to maintain possession a little more, to be a little more calmer on the ball. Tyler Yates, right-footed pass in front of Mari Gutierrez. Oliver Kusolt checks his shoulder, opens up. Over to Jaime Vasquez. Vasquez advances. Stephen Floyd is trying to press him, but passes over to Mari Gutierrez. Oliver Kusolt is pressed by Josh Mott over to Mari Gutierrez. Mari Gutierrez back to Oliver Kusolt. Oliver Kusolt all the way down to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates is not being pressured into anything right now. He passes it over to Jaime Vasquez, who advances over to JT, who has found himself in a deeper position than usual, who tries to get in between two players but wins a throw-in. Moises Garcia now with the throw-in. Finds Joshua Garcia in the middle. He opens up. He plays a 1-2 with Oliver Kusolt. He has the ball back on the left-hand side, trying to find someone to pass to. Back to Oliver Kusolt. He passes it down to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez over to Vasquez. Vasquez advances. with a long pass over to Aiden Barber. Methodist wins the ball back now. They have it in their own defensive third, attempting to advance through Cameron Lambert. Cameron Lambert tries to turn Oliver Kusolt, but Oliver Kusolt believes he won the throw-in, but the referee believes otherwise. Right back, Ryan Rivera with the throw-in into the feet of Manzano. Manzano turns Will Davis into Atwell. Atwell down to his goalkeeper. Aiden Barber initiates some press over to the left center back, who plays a longer pass, but Moises Garcia intercepts and Jaime Vasquez picks up the second ball. Down to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez stands still, trying to find a man. Fakes one pass, passes it down to Jaime Vasquez, who then passes back to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez advances. Will Davis finds himself on the left-hand side, and he passes it back to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez has been very clear in his body language how he's trying to find someone forward, but he's struggling to do so. With a great turn by Diego Gafuni, who finds Aiden Barber, who tries to find John Thomas Buckley in behind. It's a great attempt by the Averett Cougars. The execution was just a little off. Now, the left-handed center back to his fullback, back to him, who plays a forward pass, which is intercepted by Moises Garcia, who puts it out for a throw-in. The long throw means that Methodist advances. The left winger runs past Jaime Vasquez. He goes on the outside. Floyd. A very dangerous attack from Methodist. They advance on the left side. Mari Gutierrez did a great tackle at first, but then the left winger was able to recover the ball, pass it to Floyd. Floyd with a attempted shot, which was blocked, and the rebound went just wide. Tyler Yates with a short pass to Mari Gutierrez, who passes over to Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez over to Mario Gutierrez, who finds Oliver Kusolt on his feet. Advances, trying to find someone to pass to. There is a lack of movement and initiative in the Averett Cougars at the moment. Hugo Mairales has been subbed on, and so has Dan Lilly, with Aiden Barber and Diego Gufuni being subbed out. Manzano on the ball. A chipped pass over to his fullback. Will Davis recovers it. Down all the way to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates clears it. And now a throw-in, which Manzano will take. Rivera. Rivera over to his center back. Will Davis intercepts and passes to Joshua Garcia, but Joshua Garcia passes out for a throw-in. Rivera will take the throw-in. With a long throw to Floyd. Floyd tries to flick it to Cameron Lambert. It goes out for a throw. Cameron Lambert was the last man on the ball, so it's a throw in favor of the Cougars. Oliver Kusolt finds a feet at Daniel Sierra. Back to Oliver Kusolt. To Daniel Sierra, who finds Tyler Yates all by himself. Jaime Vasquez advances. Mari Gutierrez with the long pass into the feet of JT. JT finds Joshua Garcia, who leaves it for Oliver Kusolt, who goes back to Mari Gutierrez. Mari Gutierrez over to Jaime Vasquez, who finds Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia finds Kusolt on the inside, coming in from his usual left-back position, who plays a 1-2 with the opponent and tries another 1-2 with Hugo Mairales, which was intercepted. And then JT tries to force another, but nothing happened. Now on the floor is both Oliver Kusolt and number 30 for Methodist, Miller Davis. There's 13 minutes left of this half, and either side have been able to establish themselves as a dominant force of this game with a lack of shots and chances. Most of the play has been contested in the midfield, trying to get past each other's defensive lines. However, both teams are keeping a tight and compact defensive line. Trey Gore passes out to his left center back, Garrett Panos. Garrett Panos advances. Plays out for a throw-in. Moises Garcia is the one to take. Hugo Morales tries to get it into his feet. Joshua Garcia finds space. Moises Garcia attempts with a longer throw down the line, but it's cleared and it's a new throw-in for the Averett Cougars. With a quick throw into the middle, over to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez advances. And he finds Ulrich Kusolt high and wide on the left-hand side, who passes to the inside to Hugo Morales. Morales into Joshua Garcia, but the pass goes into a goal kick. It goes for a goal kick for the Methodist. Trey Gore signalizes that he wants to do the long pass. Methodist move their players up. And he kicks it. Finds Atwell, but Morales wins the header. Danville finds himself pressured. Passes over to Hugo Morales. Morales with a great touchdown. Clattered by someone. Dani Sierra pushes him down. It's number 15, J.C. Gleason, who clattered down Hugo Morales. The ref stops the clock at 11 minutes and 7 seconds. Moises Garcia finds Mario Gutierrez in his own third, all alone, no pressure on him. Oliver Kusolt attempting to find space on the left-hand side, but Mario Gutierrez opts to find Jaime Vasquez instead, who advances, who continues, with a chipped over the ball. Hugo Morales tries to cross it, but it goes out for a goal kick. Anton Lindberg from Södertälje, Sweden, is being subbed on for Jaime Vasquez. The usual center-back pairing has been Jaime Vasquez and Anton Lindberg, but both have struggled with injuries so far this season, whilst Mario Gutierrez has kept himself fresh and has earned himself a starting spot. Now it's Mario Gutierrez who's going to play as the right center-back, and number 29, Anton Lindberg, who will play as a left center-back. Methodist advance. And they get the ball back through Panos. Averett win the ball back with Sierra and then over to Morales. Morales over to Mario Gutierrez, who's now on the right-hand side. Over back to Tyler Yates and back to Mario Gutierrez. Back again to Tyler Yates. Showing that there is a lack of initiative in front of Mario Gutierrez. And the Cougars often having to opt for Tyler Yates doing the long pass, which Averett have struggled to win in the offensive third. Now Mario Gutierrez back again to Tyler Yates. Now the first touches of Anton Lindberg. He advances. He's trying to find someone. He tells Joshua Garcia to come towards him. He opts instead to switch the play over to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez advances with a long pass again. And he finds no one. Over to Miller Davis. Miller Davis first touch over to Rivera. Rivera advances. Finds Atwell. And it's a throw-in the favor of Cougars. Oliver Kuselt with a similar throw-in, who finds Sierra in his feet, who then finds Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg over to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates over to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds Moises Garcia, who opens up. He runs with the ball on the inside. He waits a little, and then over to Anton Lindberg, who is all alone. He can advance, and he chooses to do so, looking up, trying to find the longer pass. He does. He almost finds Hugo Morales in space. But now it's Panos with the ball. Decides to go for the long. Anton Lindberg intercepts. Moises Garcia on the ball with a touch, but a great tackle from Methodist. The second ball goes straight into Daniel Sierra, who passes it back to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez over to Anton Lindberg. In their own defensive third, Averett have been better than Methodist to keep the ball. However, they have struggled to advance from this defensive third into the offensive third. And Methodist have a clear game plan. They're trying to press the Cougars into mistakes and then be as close as goal to possible to get the easiest chances possible as well. Daniel Sierra finds himself in between the two center backs. Mario Gutierrez chops past the line of press, and the ball bounces. Now JT has the ball inside the box, but it's cleared, and that Daniel Sierra finds himself alone, heads it down to Oliver Kusolt. Oliver Kusolt back to Daniel Sierra, who's all alone, no pressure on him. Now there's pressure on him, so he finds Oliver Kusolt. Oliver Kusolt with the cross. It's headed out by Miller Davis. And now it's in the feet of Atwell. Atwell tries to find his striker, but he fails to do so. Moises Garcia intercepts. Miller Davis intercepts again. And the long pass by Panos. But Tyler Yates and Anton Lindberg find themselves without pressure. Tyler Yates over to Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg playing as a Spielführer, as you say in German. Someone who's supposed to dictate play. Mario Gutierrez and Anton Lindberg find a couple passes in between them. Great pass up to Will Davis, who lays it off to Hugo Morales, and Hugo Morales tries to play it back to Will Davis. That was some good initiative from the Cougars. It just about didn't work. Anton Lindberg with the quick throw to Tyler Yates, who gets it on his thigh, back to Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg has no pressure on him. He's trying to find someone further up. He does the longer pass. He finds JT in behind. Didn't quite work, but the pressure did lead to a throw in the offensive third. Oliver Kusolt finds Joshua Garcia. Joshua Garcia tries to turn. The pass is intercepted by number 7, Cortez Herring. The ball finds Tregor, who passes over to Panos. Panos on this left side. The pass intercepted by Dan Lilly. Manzano now on the ball. Turns away John Thomas Buckley and now wins a throw-in. The long throw onto number 9, Sean Laney. It fails. But it's a signal. It's a way to indicate their game plan. Methodists are attempting to be a little more direct than the Cougars are. The Cougars are wanting to maintain possession and do a slow build-up to steadily find the spaces to exploit, whilst Methodists are trying to capitalize on the numbers that Averett are sending up and then counterattacking. Eric Martinez on the ball with a pass up to the striker. Sean Laney finds himself offside. 4 minutes left of this half. Not much has gone on in this half To be frank, it's been a lot of misplaced passes and a lot of obviously good passes too, with a lot of good playing out from the back from both teams, but neither team has been able to advance past the defensive third of their opponent. Mario Gutierrez with a long pass again. The long passes have been a clear pattern for the Averett this game, but it's not resulted in anything positive so far. It's a throw-in for Averett Cougars. Daniel takes it quickly. He finds John Thomas Buckley in space. He advances. He continues. He advances. And he wins a foul. With 3 minutes left on the clock of this first half, there's someone who will step over a free kick just outside of the 18-yard box. This is a similar position that Oliver Kusolt has been accustomed to, scoring a vital free kick last season, whilst also scoring a vital free kick this season in the away game versus Brevard to equalize 3-3. That's Will Davis and Oliver Kusolt on the ball. Will Davis runs over it. Oliver Kusolt steps up. He shoots. It's deflected. Oh. Deflected over for a corner. 2.5 minutes left. Now that Anton Lindberg is subbed in, there is a very real danger and a very clear point of attack for the Averett Cougars. They're trying to swarm the box. Moises Garcia initiates a short corner, but Oliver seems to opt out of that. Daniel Sierra is on the first post. John Thomas Buckley is on the second, alongside Will Davis. Anton Lindberg finds himself in the middle. Tries to find space. Will Davis heads. It's just outside. A goal kick for Methodist. Methodist pass it long. Onto the head of Atwell. Atwell wins it. Moises Garcia clears. Onto the head of Will Davis, almost. Rivera wins it instead. Onto the head of Joshua Garcia. Joshua Garcia finds Manzano. Manzano tries to find an outlet on the right-hand side, but it just goes straight out through a throw-in. With less than a minute left, Oliver Kusolt is trying to throw it long. And he does so, finding Will Davis, who tries to let it go over to Hugo Morales. Hugo Morales does win the throw-in. Oliver Kusolt is rushing to get the throw-in. Onto the feet of Hugo Morales. Great turn by Oliver Kusolt. Onto the feet of Daniel Sierra. Sierra down to Anton Lindberg. With half a minute left, he passes it over to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez advances into the feet of Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia onto the feet of Daniel Sierra. And it's onto the feet of a Methodist player and it's cleared. Eric Martinez is the man to clear that one. With 15 seconds left, Mario Gutierrez takes the throw over to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates waits. Less than 10 seconds. He waits. Passes it long. That's halftime. The score stays 0-0 so far. And the second half will kick off soon. And we will be back at the Averett Sports Network.
is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
Nova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
All right, all right, all right. We are back here at the Averett Sports Network. Coach Philip Wilson has just completed his halftime team talk with his team. We're hoping that he has ignited some energy and initiative into the squad. It's 2.5 minutes until the second half kicks off. And the halftime stats are not looking that positive. I will be real with you, folks. Methodist have registered 6 shots and 1 shot on goal, whilst Averett have only registered 1 shot this half. Averett are in desperate need of some energy, some initiative, some inspiration to bring home this win in the second half. This win is important to have the confidence to go into the ODAC play, which will start real soon. The players are doing their final prep for the start of this second half. We're hoping to see a totally different Averett team kick off the second half. It was Methodist who started the second. It was Averett who started the first half, so it will be Methodist who kick off this half. And we'll see how the Averett Cougars will deal with that. With half a minute left until the second half kicks off, my name is Carlos Soli, and I will be the one to commentate the rest of this game for you guys. Teams are set to switch side. Averett are taking their side, whilst Methodist are taking a little more time to get ready for the second half. The Averett Cougars are having their last team huddle before the second half kicks off. 45 minutes are set on the clock. And if we're in for more of the same, this will be a nerve-wracking second half. Methodist will continue to push us to our limits.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
Nova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
And we are back. The game is now live. The game has kicked off again. The situation is under control. Methodist play the long pass. It's failed, and Oliver wins it over to Joshua, who passes over to Hugo Mairales, and then it's back again into the feet of Methodist. They now have it on their attacking left-hand side. The sides are switched, which means that now Methodist will attack the half, or the goal that Averett attacked last half. On the right-hand side, Cameron Lambert tries to advance. He loses the ball. And now Averett have a throw-in. Oliver finds the feet of Anton Lindberg, who finds it to Tyler Yates. Tyler out to Mario Gutierrez, who checks his shoulder. Who passes inside, over to Hugo Mairales. Mairales with a great touch away from his defender. Methodist wins it back. On the left-hand side now, Manzano. Manzano tries to cut inside, loses his footing, turns Moises Garcia, and he wins a corner. A corner to Methodist on the left-hand side. Casey Atwell is the one to take the set piece. An swinging corner. He's going to hit it with his right foot on the left side. Methodist want to train into the box. A header. It's cleared. Hugo Mairales tries to win it. And he is fouled on the left-hand side of the defensive third of Averett. There is a free kick in their favor. They play it short, finding John Thomas Buckley on the left-hand side. He tries to cut in. He goes back. He passes it back to Oliver Kusold. Kusold finds JT on the inside, who finds Joshua Garcia, who passes it down to Daniel Sierra, who has found himself in between the center backs in an attempt to send the full backs higher up, which means that Moises Garcia and Oliver Kusold have now more advanced positions. which means that Mario Gutierrez and Anton Lindberg are the ones to cover their spaces on the defensive half. Daniel Sierra advances after a pass from Anton Lindberg. He continues. Anton Lindberg finds space on this left-hand side. Oliver Kusol tries to continue down the left with the off-the-ball run, and Anton tries to find Agustin Jaraba on the left-handed sided channel, but straight into the hands of the Methodist goalkeeper. He signifies to his teammates that he wants to pass it along. He lays it down. No pressure on him. Agustin starts a little. And now a long pass over into the head. It almost found a way towards number 20, Cameron Lambert. But now Oliver Kusult is on the ball. He finds Joshua Garcia, who finds Mario Gutierrez on this right-handed side. All the way out to Moises Garcia, who finds Joshua Garcia on the inside. Manzano wins the ball. Joshua Garcia wins it back again on the right hand side to Dan Lilly. Dan Lilly tries to find Hugo Mayrals on the inside, but Manzano is able to intercept. Manzano chips it over to Cameron Lambert, who finds the ball back to Manzano. Manzano down to Alex Ramson, who wins a throw-in. Manzano with the long throw over to Stephen Floyd. Stephen Floyd has Mario Gutierrez on his back. The ball bounces to Manzano. Manzano tries to cut inside, tries to find Atwell. It bounces over to Manzano again. Manzano lines up. He shoots! Just wide by Manzano. Methodists have the first chance of this half with just a little under 5 minutes played. Anton Lindberg finds Tyler Yates, who finds it back to Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg tries to pass it along. It seems like the Averett Cougars are continuing in the same pattern they did last half. On the right-hand side, Floyd has found himself in the box, but it is offside. It is offside. Anton Lindberg quickly out to Moises Garcia, who's on this right-hand flank in the middle third now. He advances. He tries to play over the top to Dan Lilly. Dan Lilly has found space. It's a great tackle by Alex Ramson. Moises Garcia is set to take the throw. He's trying to find someone. Hugo Mayrales tries to find this right-hand channel on the inside. He now moves left. He finds Hugo Mayrales. Mayrales back to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia advances on the right-hand side. He tries to find space to get the cross in, but Alex Ramson is able to clear it, and it's another throw-in for the Cougars. Moises Garcia finds Hugo Mayrales. Mayrales continues to go down. He finds Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates on the ball, out to Anton Lindberg. On the inside to Hugo Mayrales. He has tons of space, and he takes a slow pass over to Mario Gutierrez, who advances on this right-hand side. Into Hugo Mayrales, back to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez finds Daniel Sierra in the middle. Anton Lindberg finds Oliver Kusult in tons of space on this left-hand side channel, who finds JT. JT with not the touch that he quite wanted, but the initiative was good. John Thomas Buckley fouls Atwell, and now it's a free kick for Methodist. That's more like the Averett Cougars we have grown accustomed to and are used to. The passes in between lines with the inverted fullbacks, with Daniel Sierra finding himself in between the center backs, so the center backs can go out wide, so that the fullbacks can find themselves either even higher and wider or on the inside, like Oliver Kusult was able to do now. The long pass over to Floyd. He flicks it, the header on, but it doesn't find anyone other than Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates with a short throw over to Mario Gutierrez. Mario Gutierrez over to Moises Garcia. Garcia with a touch on the inside, who finds it back to Mario Gutierrez. Gutierrez over to Tyler Yates with the long pass. It finds Miller Davis. Miller Davis with the long header over to Floyd. Anton Lindberg is able to get a touch on it, but it goes over to number 12, and Hugo Mayrales clears for a corner kick. It seems like their set-piece specialist, Atwell, is the one to take this one as well. A different kind of corner from the last one. Now will be outswung. This creates a different kind of danger. It's going to go away from Tyler Yates. Now Tyler has to decide if he wants to go out or not, depending on the swing and curve of the corner kick. Atwell takes a few steps back. One hand in there. He plays it in onto the first post. It's flicked on, but nothing comes of it. Goal kick for Tyler Yates. He places the ball down. The high press of Methodist makes Tyler Yates makes him decide to do the longer pass. The long pass straight into the chest of Josh Mott. Josh Mott finds Stephen Floyd. Stephen Floyd finds the ball out wide. The right wing cuts inside. A long shot by number 35. But Alex Ramson doesn't get the contact he wants, and it goes out wide. Another goal kick for the Averett Cougars. Anton Lindberg. Methodists have decided to press them higher now, forcing them to do those longer passes, but Anton Lindberg does find Oliver Kusolt on the left-hand side, who passes back to Anton Lindberg. Oliver Kusolt has found himself with a little more space than he did last half, who finds Agustin on a great try from Agustin to pass it over the top to John Thomas. John Thomas does a short throw, does a 1-2 with Oliver Kusolt, and he wins a free kick on the 30-yard line. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous set piece. Oliver Kusolt is looking for the option to do it short and quick, but he decides not to. Moises Garcia is all the way on the right-hand side. A cross in on the head of Anton Lindberg. It's cleared. Floyd lets it go to Josh Mott. Josh Mott finds Lambert. Lambert cuts inside. Great interception by Oliver Kusolt. He tries to put Floyd offside. When he wasn't able to, he was able to intercept the pass. The pass would have gone right in between him and towards the goal of Tyler Yates, into the path of Floyd. Just about intercepted. That interception was key by Oliver Kusolt for the Averett Cougars. Anton Lindberg tries to find JT in the open space, but Miller Davis slices the ball, so it goes high and wide, and then it goes back to the goalkeeper, and he clears it. Oliver Kusolt now in a duel. He tries to clear it into the Methodist defender, but it leads to nothing, and it's a throw-in for Methodist. Josh Mott on the ball. Straight to Oliver Kusolt. Moises Garcia heads out. Now it's in the feet of Floyd. Floyd turns away Hugo Mairales. He's looking for an option. He continues to advance. Now on the right-hand side. Sierra intercepts the first pass. Josh Mott now finds Manzano. Manzano continues to advance. He passes out to the left to Lambert. Lambert is inside the 18-yard box. One-on-one to Moises Garcia. He cuts inside. Now Atwell finishes. And it's sliced. It's sliced. Averett are lucky there that he did not get the contact he wanted. Methodists are the first ones to really assert their dominance in this half. 33 minutes and 20 seconds left of this half, and Averett are struggling to get out of their own half and are really struggling to find the spaces to exploit in this Methodist defense. And again, Tyler Yates is forced to pass it long. He tries to find the head of John Thomas Buckley, but Miller Davis pushes him in the back, and John Thomas wins the free kick in a similar position to the one he won just a few minutes ago. Hugo Mairales is over the ball. He tries to do it quick to get possession going again, but Oliver Kusolt takes over that responsibility, passes it down to Mario Gutierrez. Moises Garcia finds space out wide. He cuts inside. Over the top, over to Hugo Morales. Hugo Morales now is in the box, just outside the box. He finds Agu. He plays a 1-2 with Agustin. Great initiative, but it is offside. It is offside, but the initiative was there. That's a little more of what we need from the Averett Cougars if they want to get anything out of this game. Methodists are playing a little differently than they did in the first half, despite Methodist dominating the first half statistically. Possession-wise, you could say it was the Cougars who had more of it. However, it was in their own half, but now Methodists are really, really pushing to get this win. Trying to kick off their season. A long pass from the goalkeeper from this offside call. Onto the head of Floyd. He doesn't win it. Sierra wins it. It lands in the feet of Hugo Morales. Onto the feet of Oliver Kusolt, who plays a 1-2 with Hugo Morales, and it goes past towards Joshua Garcia. Josh Garcia tries to find Dan Lilly in space. Just a little overhit. The clearance goes straight into the feet of Moises Garcia. He sends Lambert one way, goes the other. And then Manzano wins the ball back. Josh Mott wasn't quite with him, and he loses his balance and loses the ball to Oliver Kusolt. Kusolt down to Anton Lindberg. Finds Sierra in between. This is a common pattern in this half. Sierra being in between the two center backs, pushing the fullbacks further up, trying to create that numerical superiority and overload in attempts to pass through their press. Joshua Garcia takes a touch back and then into Daniel Sierra. Sierra with a beautiful pass out wide to John Thomas Buckley is just a little too short, but they do win the throw in. Max Gudry and Will Davis are subbed on. Out goes Hugo Morales and Dan Lilly. Dan Lilly is the top scorer for the Averett Cougars this season. He didn't start this game, but he was subbed on. Maybe this is a way to rest him for the future. Anton Lindberg gets the throw. He passes short to Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates clears it again. Straight into the head of Pasano. Floyd tries to win it in a duel versus Gutierrez, but Sierra is there to cover him. Sierra passes down to the goalkeeper, Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates over to Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg finds his fullback, Oliver Kusolt. Oliver Kusolt close to losing the ball, but he does keep it. He won a foul at first, but the referee plays advantage. Now he finds Sierra. Sierra finds Kusolt. Kusolt flicks it past one, and now he wins the foul. An intense set of duels there. Now Methodists are trying to waste a little time trying to reset so that Averett can't go on a counterattack. Now Anton Lindberg takes the responsibility to take this short free kick. He places it down. Max comes to meet him, but he decides to pass along into the feet of Joshua Garcia. But the referee stops the play, saying that trying to talk to the right back of Methodist. But now Anton Lindberg is allowed to resume play, so he decides to find Daniel Sierra. Sierra advances, no pressure on him. He just goes and goes and goes. Then he finds Mari Gutierrez on this right-hand side. Moises Garcia is on this right wing, which means that Will Davis is allowed to go on the inside. He tries a long pass onto Agustin, but it fails. But now Max Gudry is on the ball. Max Gudry finds Oliver Kusolt. He plays a 1-2. Now Max Gudry is all alone on this left-hand side. He's 1v1 versus the right back. He nutmegs him. He's inside the box. And great play by the Cougars. Great way to switch the point of attack from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Great 1-2 between Max Gudry and Oliver Kusolt. It was great individual play by Max Gudry as well, being able to get past his fullback. His fullback was his opponent, that is. His opponent was left for dead there for a second. And the execution, the final pass was just a little off, but that's more of what we need from the Averett Cougars the rest of this half, with 28.5 minutes left. Moises Garcia wins the ball from Methodist. He continues to advance on this right-hand side, trying to find space to play this cross. He's trying to find Will Davis. Will Davis doesn't make this available. He plays a 1-2 with Josh Garcia. Great pass into Agustin. Agustin, his first touch is just a little heavy. And now Lambert advances. He has a lot of space on this left-hand side. Will Davis is trying to get him down. Sierra is trying to do the tactical foul, trying to drag him down. Offside. A great through pass to Floyd, but he is offside. It's taken short. Sierra finds Will Davis, but Will Davis opts to pass it back to Mari Gutierrez, slowing down the play. Some of his teammates are upset with that decision. Mari Gutierrez now on the ball. He finds Max Gudry in the center. He drives with the ball ahead, plays it into Josh Garcia. Josh Garcia takes a couple touches out to Oliver Kusholt. The last couple minutes, it seems like the Averett Cougars are trying to take a little more initiative in this game, trying to advance, and Methodists are allowing them to. Methodists have gone on this lower block. Methodists started this second half with a lot of intensity, but now it's kind of dialed down. They're now going back to this counterattacking game plan. With Floyd all alone on wing one versus Mari Gutierrez on this right-hand side. Mari Gutierrez with a great tackle, and he does decide to give the free kick, and it's a yellow card to Mari Gutierrez. From my view, it seemed like he did get the ball first, but maybe the referee saw something we didn't. Just outside the 18-yard box, Methodist have a dangerous set piece. It is Atwell who is set to step over the ball. He's joined by his teammate, Josh Mott, it seems like. Just like in the first half, Tyler Yates has that same wall instructing them where to be, trying to cover all the angles. Atwell, one hand in the air. He crosses to second post. Tyler Yates clears it. Lambert tries to get the volley in the rebound, but that's a great block by Max Gudry. The long throw. The long throw is very dangerous just now. However, Averett were able to deal with it. Now they can reset. This game, second half, has been a little more intense. It's 19 minutes played. It's been a little more intense, a little more back and forth. Anton Lindberg finds Gudry in the space in between the offensive line and middle line of Methodist. However, they lose the ball now. Josh Garcia wins it back. He finds Max Gudry. Max Gudry takes a positive touch on the inside. Agustin now has the ball. He tries to turn his defender, but he's not able to do so. Sierra finds Josh Garcia on his feet, who finds Agustin Jaraba. Jaraba finds Kusholt down the line, who turns and plays it down to Agustin. Agustin with the first time pass over to Lindberg. Lindberg finds Sierra, who turns Floyd, and now able to go back into this pocket. Josh Garcia now on the left-hand side, who finds Kusholt on the left wing. Kusholt on the left wing into the box, but there's no one there. The cross was dangerous, just a little much air time, which meant that the goalie was able to pluck it out of the air. Great initiative by the Averett Cougars. 25 minutes on the clock. These first 20 minutes have been back and forth. Each team has had their spell. This spell is currently in favor of Averett. However, it was Methodist who started this second half in a little more intense and initiative manner. The long pass from the goalkeeper. Sierra heads it backwards onto the head of Gutierrez. Gutierrez tries to clear it. It's a little ping-pong play now, but it found the head of Anton Lindberg, who heads it down to Oliver Kusholt, who now finds the feet of Agustin Jaraba. Who now finds Max Gudry. The ball bounces a little more onto the feet of Anton Lindberg, who was fouled. Max Gudry attempted to take the quick free kick to get the play going again, but the referee took it back. Anton Lindberg is analyzing his options. He passes short to Sierra, who continues to occupy this space in between the center backs. Max Gudry now. He tries to find Kusolt on the left wing. Max Gudry fouls. And now, wow. Atwell pushes down. Who does he push down? He pushes down John Thomas Buckley. The referee's having a word with his assistant referee. He now gives a yellow card to Atwell for the push on John Thomas Buckley. Buckley's back on his feet. He's seeming to do fine, but that was a very aggressive reaction from Atwell. Max Gudry seems to be getting a card as well due to him stopping a potentially dangerous counterattack. There seems to be more discussions with the referee. The Methodist player seems to want the reasoning behind the yellow card for Atwell. Something like that. I'm not on the pitch, so I can't really help you guys out much more than that, but from experience, that's usually what it is. Atwell steps over the ball from this free kick. The free kick is in between the 40 and 50-yard line on this right-handed side channel, on the right part of the center, if you will. Now the referee is talking with the game officials on the sideline. The clock has stopped. And now play resumes. Left hand up. Atwell crosses it. Anton Lindberg gets on his chest. He tries to clear it down to Will Davis, but Manzano wins it. Manzano. And Manzano wins the free kick on this left-hand side, right outside of the 18-yard box. It's a great place to get an in-swung free kick in. And the way this game has been going, it seems like Atwell will be the one to take it. He was the team's top assister last season, or one of them he was. And he's one of the top assisters so far this season as well. Which could imply that Methodist have emphasized their set pieces a lot this season. Five steps back from Atwell, left hand up. He crosses it. It's flicked through. No one's able to get. Josh Garcia tries to clear it. Atwell with the Atwell sliced the volley, and it goes out for a throw-in on the left-hand side of the defensive third of the Averett Cougars. The ref stops the play. Aiden Barber and Diego Gifuni is set to be subbed on. Daniel Sierra and Agustin Jaraba subbed out. Aiden Barber recorded 6 shots and 4 of them on target last game, so he's definitely someone who's not afraid to shoot, which is something that the Averett Cougars need right now, due to their lack of shots so far. Oliver attempted to do a shorter throw to Max Gudry, which Methodist was able to intercept, running down this right-hand side, and just about from the cross, Diego Gifuni was able to slide and get a toe away from it, which means that now there's a new corner for Methodist. It seems that Caleb Mott will be the one taking it and not Atwell. Atwell has been subbed off. Another outswung corner from this right-hand side. It's through. It comes straight through. Panos found himself alone on this left-hand side, on this left second post, all alone, but he just about got it over the bar. That is a scare for the Averett Cougars. However, they're still in this game. Methodists were not able to capitalize on this big chance. It's just as we mentioned earlier, it seems that Methodists are really trying to make the most out of these set pieces. And once again, Tyler Yates is forced to pass it long, something that Averett has struggled to deal with this game. But Tyler Yates has a great left foot on him. Maybe not that time, but he has a great left foot on him, and he's often able to get them far up the pitch and able to relieve pressure off the center backs and the rest of the defensive line. Max Gudry finds himself in space. He attempts to play a 1-2 with Will Davis. Will Davis just fails that second pass, sadly, but that's a good movement from Will Davis as well. Mari Gutierrez is able to get in front of the striker now, who passes it to Diego Gifuni, who finds John Thomas Buckley, who finds Diego Gifuni back, and now Mari Gutierrez is on this right-hand side. He tries to play it short to Moises Garcia, but Lambert is able to intercept. And now Panos is on the ball, who passes it into number 8. And now Caleb Mott did great to turn away from the midfield press. And now he plays a 1-2 and plays it out wide to Lambert. Lambert almost was first on that, but now he's out of position, and Moises Garcia has a lot of space to run into. He cuts inside. Great scoop. He passes it. He just about gets it to John Thomas Buckley, who passes it over to Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg finds a great pass onto Max Gudry, who again finds another very good advancing pass to Will Davis. Will Davis finds Josh Garcia all alone on this left-hand side. Josh finds Oliver Kosolt, who passes it down to Max Gudry. Now Averett are able to establish themselves a little. A great done by John Thomas Buckley to leave it for Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia tries to find... So Mari Gutierrez tries to find Moises Garcia, but he's not able to. It's intercepted by Mott. And then Josh Mott now over the top to Lambert. Lambert alone against Gutierrez. He tries to cut inside. He does so. He finishes. And it's a field goal. Luckily just a field goal and not in between the right posts. The correct ones for this sport. Mari Gutierrez passes it back to Tyler Yates. Anton Lindberg advances and passes it to Oliver Kosolt. Kosolt finds Max Gudry on the inside. Max Gudry has been very good in finding these spaces in between the offensive and midfield line of Methodist. Floyd finishes straight into the hand of Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates with a great catch, and he is quick to start the counterattack to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia on this right-hand side has a lot of space. He gets past Lambert. He finds Will Davis on this right-hand side. He's not offside. Will Davis tries to get past Alex Ramson. He's not able to. He wins it back. But it was out of play, and it's a goal kick. A little confusion there with the referee. The referee pointed the wrong way at first, which meant that John Thomas Buckley did start a quick free kick onto Max Gudry, but the free kick was taken back, and he had to let Methodist reset. The referee apologized for his mistake, and now the game resumes. Josh Garcia presses on this left-hand side. He does win a throw-in. Aiden Barber takes it quick over to Oliver Kosolt. Kosolt plays a 1-2 with Max Gudry, but it is intercepted. Oliver Kosolt is able to keep the ball in play. Joshua Garcia is now pressing the right back, but it's a goal kick. And the long goal kick finds the head of Max Gudry. It's a free kick. Carson Stretz wins a free kick, but it's a little conflict in the middle of the field here, right by where the free kick was won. Anton Lindberg talks to Stretz. Manzano is forced to pull the ball a little back. He puts two hands in the air. He crosses it straight onto the head of John Thomas Buckley. Now number 8 with the volley. If this was American football, Methodist would have 2 field goals by now, at least. And it's good, as one would say. Tyler Yates now places the ball down. Mario Gutierrez is subbed off for Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez will now occupy this right-handed center back position. And Diego Gifuni has continued to do the work Daniel Sierra started, which is to place himself in between the center backs. Stretz finds himself in a situation versus Oliver Kosolt. Kosolt does a great job shielding the ball. And now it's a goal kick. Jaime Vasquez advances, finds Moises Garcia on his feet, who tries to get past Lambert. He's not able to. Lambert does win the foul. In between the 40 and 30-yard line, there is a set-piece opportunity, another set-piece opportunity for Methodist. Alex Ramson is the one to step over the ball. The center backs are sent up, the big physical center backs, in a hope to win the physical battles. 2 hands in the air. He crosses it. Cleared by Jaime Vasquez. It goes out for a throw-in. Onto the feet of Josh Mott. Stretz tries to cross it. It's blocked by Oliver Kosolt. And it's another throw-in for Methodist. Onto the feet of Stretz. Oliver Kosolt is tight on him. Ramson gets past Joshua Garcia. He finds Stretz. Joshua Garcia lets it go out of play. And on for a new goal kick for Tyler Yates. Anton Lindberg tries to find Max Godry, but the pass is intercepted and goes for a new goal kick. This press from Methodist is a lot higher than it was in the first half. Tyler Yates tries to initiate something on this right-hand side. It goes straight into a Methodist player, but it bounces back to Moises Garcia, who finds John Thomas Buckley, who finds Will Davis on this right-hand side. Now Moises Garcia is on the inside, who finds John Thomas. John Thomas down to Jaime Vasquez. Bypasses Diego Gifuni and right into the feet of Anton Lindberg. Anton Lindberg passes. the press, and he's straight onto the midfield third now. He tries to do over the top to Aiden Barber, but it's headed out. Wow, a little conflict there. Max Gudry tries to go kind of intensely into the duel. He has no bad intentions, but the duel is intense, and it was physical. It's not a free kick, it seems like. It seems like it's going to stay as a throw-in. Methodist taking the time they need. The long throw to Floyd, but it's headed out by Anton Lindberg. Joshua Garcia tries to win it again. John Thomas Buckley alone versus Floyd. Floyd was able to to really work the center backs and was able to get past them. And John Thomas was just about able to recover. And now it's a free kick. A corner kick. Another outswung corner, but the third different corner taker now for Methodist on this right-hand side in the second half alone. 9.5 minutes left of play in this second half. The corner is taken. It's a header. It hits the chest of Anton Lindberg. Then he is able to react and clear it. So does Max Gudry. Manzano's on the ball. He shoots. And Tyler Yates is able to get over it. He wants to start a counterattack, but he sees that there's not very many options ahead of him, so he decides to calm the play down. He tells Anton Lindberg he wants to pass on the ball. Anton Lindberg now has the ball on this left-hand side. Anton Lindberg turns away his opponent, passes down to Tyler Yates, who finds Diego Gifuni in this middle, which means that Jaime Vasquez is able to occupy the right-hand side, which means Moises Garcia is able to advance further forward with Jaime Vasquez covering his space. Oliver Kusold gets on the inside, finds Max Gudry, plays a 1-2 with him. On this left-hand side now is Aiden Barber. Great play by Averett, which forces a throw-in with 8.5 minutes left. Oliver Kusold takes a quick throw onto the field. Anton Lindberg, he advances onto and passes straight into Max Gudry, who's again been able to find space on this left-handed pocket. John Thomas Buckley advances, gets past 3 men. He advances inside the box. He falls. No penalty according to the ref. Moises Garcia now picks up the second pass. He turns away from 1. He turns away from 2. He shoots! Just outside. A Methodist player was on the floor, but he stood up now, and now Joshua Garcia is the one on the floor. He seems to have been having trouble with cramps, and his captain, Oliver Kosolt, is the one to help him out with that. The clock has stopped at 8 minutes and 1 second. Joshua Garcia is subbed out for Dan Lilly. There's a little stoppage in play as they are resetting the clock. It's gone up. It's going down again. It was at 8 minutes and 1 second, and it's gone to, now it's just started again. So now it's at 7 minutes and 55 seconds for you guys. Okay, now there's still something wrong with the clock. We apologize for that, folks. They're just trying to figure it out right now. Now the game resumes at 8 minutes and 1 second left. The long pass finds the head of John Thomas Buckley. Passes it over to Aiden Barber. Aiden Barber tries to flick it through to Max Gudry, but the attempt is intercepted. He leaves the throw in for Oliver Kosolt, who throws it long over to Dan Lilly. Dan Lilly tries to flick it through onto the run of Aiden Barber, but the timing was just a little off. Lambert versus Garcia has been happening all game. Moises Garcia is the one to win it this time, though, and he does a great dribble to find Dan Lilly in the box, but Dan Lilly isn't able to capitalize. Very well done by Moises Garcia on this right-hand side. He goes in from the right-back position and cuts inside. Oliver Kosolt now does the same from his left-hand side, and then he goes out again in a duel versus Manzano. Manzano does come out with the ball. Over to Mott. Mott tries to find a third-man run of Stretz, but Stretz is fouled by Oliver Kosolt. You can see now Coach Philip Wilson is trying to ignite some passion into this Averett Cougars team, as they have been lacking this all game. It has picked up in parts of the second half, but he's now on his feet trying to dictate play a little more, trying to give even more instructions than he did at halftime. Oliver lets that ball go out of play, and now it's a goal kick again for Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates plays it short out to Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez advances. He has pressure on him from Floyd. He flicks it over. He tries to flick to Will Davis, but he's not able to do so. John Thomas wins the ball, and he tries to, again, find Will Davis in that right-handed channel, but is not able to. And Jaime Vasquez does his famous Superman jump, but he's not able to make the most out of that. Tyler Yates picks up the cross onto Moises Garcia, and it's again Lambert and Moises Garcia on this duel. They've been going all day, all afternoon. Moises Garcia comes out again, and he finds Will Davis, who does a great cross over to Dan Lilly. Just about wasn't able to get his left foot onto it. The long kick again finds the head of John Thomas Buckley, and it goes out for a throw in favor of Methodist. Stretz finds Mott on his feet. Mott tries to turn Oliver Kosolt, but he's not able to. Godry is trying to start a counterattack, and he's able to now. He finds Aiden Barber, who finds Moises Garcia on this right-hand side, who finds Godry on the inside. Max Gudry finds Moises Garcia again. He plays a 1-2 with John Thomas, and now has switched the point of attack all back over to Oliver Kosolt, who finds Max Gudry on the inside. Over to Dan Lilly, who finds again Gudry on the inside. Inside to Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia lets it fly. And from my angle, it did kind of look like a field goal. So in field goal, we will almost tie this game up, but that's not what this game is about. Another goal kick. Another long shot from Moises Garcia. It's great to see him take some initiative because he's been finding the spaces. So seeing him do these long shots is a great thing to see, both as a viewer but also as a fan. We need to see more shots from this Averett team. Again, on the head of John Thomas Buckley from the Methodist goal kick. And he heads again over to Dan Lilly. Dan Lilly tries to find Godry on his feet. It goes straight into the hands of Coach Philip Wilson, who gives it to Lilly, who takes a quick throw over to Oliver Kosolt. Kosolt finds Godry on this left-hand side. Now Mott is fouled. Moises Garcia is the one to kick the ball away. There is an Averett player on the floor. It seems that is John Thomas Buckley. He was the one who committed the foul. He He's set to get a yellow card, but both players are still down on the pitch. They're still on the floor. The Methodist players now stood up. And now there is some sort of fighting going on between our very own Aiden Barber and number 35, Alex Ramson. It seems to quiet down now, though, but Jaime Vasquez Sanjurjo was quick to run over and support his teammate. And this conflict still seems to be going on. It's calmed down now, but there was still some shouting going on. Now the ATs are making their way off the pitch. The Methodist AT is helping number 3, Josh Mott, off the field. There's a little stop and play, trying to calm things down, it seems like. The foul will be just about in the middle third. Aiden Barber is trying to get a little life out of the fans here in attendance, and he does so. He achieves his mission, hoping to get some inspiration from the fans to spur them into a victory these last 3 minutes. It's Trey Gore with the ball in the middle third here, just about in his own half. Luckily, this conflict never really resulted into a real fight. It was just some kind of pushing. The handbags weren't fully out. And now play can resume. Averett have 6 men defending this set piece, or they're set to defend the set piece, whilst there is 5 Methodist attackers. It seems like Methodist are trying to prevent the counterattack that could come in after this. Moises Garcia clears straight into the feet of the Methodist defender. John Thomas isn't fully able to clear it, but it's in the hands of Tyler Yates. Tyler Yates again with this throw straight into the feet of Moises Garcia. Moises Garcia has a lot of space to run into. He slows the play down. He's not quite sure what to do. He steps on the ball, and he switches the play over to Diego Gifuni, over to Ulrich Kosold. Kosold now has space himself to run into, but it is tracked down by Methodist. A great fake shot onto into the inside, and then a great longer pass over to Moises Garcia, who does the same over to Dan Lilly, but he's not able to control. Rivera with the throw over to Sturts. Or Stretz, I believe it is. Anton Lindberg, He wins the duel, and he flicks it over one man, but it doesn't result in anything. But John Thomas wins it. Moises Garcia as well. And he wins a foul. The fans really do want a card for the Methodist player, but there's no convincing this referee at this moment of time of that. Diego Gufuni finds Max Gudry, who finds Anton Lindberg, and Jaime Vasquez advances. He decides to pass it back to Anton Lindberg and instructs him to go forward. Max Gudry is on this left-hand side. Oliver Kosholt has now occupied the left wing position just for this play. Max Gudry switches the play over to Anton Lindberg, who again goes to Jaime Vasquez. Jaime Vasquez with the longer pass over to Kosholt. Kosholt is quick to grab the ball to get the throw in, who throws it to Max Gudry. Max Gudry has a lot of space over onto his right foot. He crosses it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Ramson now with a long left-footed pass over Anton Lindberg, over to Kosholtz. But Kosholtz again is able to let the ball run out of play. There seems to be some kind of discussion there as Stretz believes that Oliver pushed him out the side, but the referee does not see it the same way. Diego Gufuni now wins the ball. He passes straight to Manzano. Manzano keeps Aiden Barber off of him, but Diego Gufuni does intercept. It goes straight onto the feet of Sean Laney. Lambert passes it back to his fullback, who cuts inside. Manzano now on the ball, who passes it out to Lambert. Lambert takes a touch inside. He cuts inside. He crosses it. He tries to bicycle kick, and it just about doesn't come off. And now that is game. The game ends 0-0. It is a clean sheet for the Averett Cougars, which I'm sure Tyler Yates and the rest of the defenders will be happy about. Good night, everyone, and good afternoon for the locals. Have a good night out.